Retro Rock plays everything.
Hey ladies and geraniums, today we're going to talk about the Space Invaders Tiny Arcade by Super Impulse. They were supposed to send me one of these to review, but it never did show up. I did check on it recently, and it reminded me that I didn't have this one yet, so I picked it up at Walmart for 13 bucks, which is a pretty decent price in my opinion. Anyway, this is supposedly the world's smallest fully functional arcade machine, and I tend to believe them. I haven't seen one smaller yet. We'll see what happens in the future though, right? Space Invaders is a game that is near and dear to my heart, of course, because it is the first video game I played on a regular basis. I mean, it's the first one that really got me going. So, yeah, super special place for me. Anyway, smallest fully functional arcade game, joystick and button controls, which is true. There's Space Invaders on the side. I have found that they are usually very close to the original arcade art. When I open it up, I'll put the arcade art out to show you. And really not much else. These guys, not world's smallest, but Super Impulse actually makes a line of little miniaturized items that resemble electronics that don't necessarily work, but some of them do work. I mean, most of them are just for play around purposes. But anyway, these are pretty cool. They actually do work. So let's just open it up. I like the packaging, by the way. As far as packaging goes, it's a winner. It's clear and shows the whole item, which I think they're the only ones who are doing that right now. All the other ones just have a big cardboard thing and a tiny little window that you can barely see it in. Alright, let's we'll put this to the side for a second. World's Smallest Toys. Here's a little thing, and here's the toys I was talking about. See, there's a little turntable, a little Polaroid camera, one of those Instamatic, not Instamatic, what did they call those things? It wasn't the Instamatic. The Instamatic was the regular one. I can't remember the name of it, but anyway, Polaroid. And then we've got, I think these work, these little handheld football and baseball. I wouldn't mind getting my hands on those. I'll check those out one of these days. A little magic 8-ball. Oops, sorry. A little magic 8-ball. A little bit of everything. And there's more on the back. But that's not what you're here for. There is also a tiny arcade manual. And it shows you all you need to know to play the game and put new batteries in. Let's look at the arcade machine itself. There it is, the front, side. Here's the back, on-off switch. This is where the batteries, of course, go. It has that handy-dandy screw on the back. In this case, I support the use of the screw because, you know, it is on a keychain, even though I can't imagine you actually using it for it. But if it were to be used as a keychain, you're going to need that to secure the battery compartment decently. Of course, Space Invaders on the other side. And on the bottom, you can see that's the location for the speaker. Alright, let's see if this thing needs batteries or not. It does not. And there it is. The controls, of course, you know, they feel like they shouldn't work well, but I found, ooh, it's really loud. Hold on, let me switch that off. It looks like these controls shouldn't work very well, but I've found that they do tend to work real well. We'll play around with this and see how that goes, but anyway, not bad. Alright, let's actually play it. Here's Space Invaders next to the Dig Dug machine that I reviewed earlier, by the way, so you can see it's quite a bit smaller. And here's the other 3 games next to it. So that's what a full set of them looks like, because there are no more of them. Wish they'd make some more, though. That's a shout out, guys. Come on, make another one of these. Another note to make. Notice how the marquee lights up. I cannot believe I didn't mention that earlier. That is a really cool touch, and one that not a lot of them do. And now it's getting real loud. Alright, really, we're going to play in a minute. And here we go. Right button fires. Oh man. Yeah, the sounds are pretty good. Come on, let's get the edge ones. Come on. Oh, did I get hit? I did get hit. Oh, come on, really? Oh, it's so loud. Down. Yeah, the controls appear to be working perfectly fine. Unlike my gameplay. There we go. Got him, got him. Little extra points there. Come on. I'm walking a little bit here. Could use some rubber feet on the bottom. Oh, my game is not on. Alright, one more level here. There used to be a song called Space Invaders. And it was pretty hilarious. Yeah, I was actually able to have some finesse there. If you notice, I was able to dodge through the bullets. Oh, not that time though. Game over. Aww. So what's the verdict on the Super Impulse Tiny Arcade Space Invaders? Well, as usual, I do like it. The price drop has helped it, in my opinion, tremendously. There's a lot of details on here that you generally don't expect and aren't even on larger machines, especially like the original, the absolutely original art, the light up marquee on the top. Again, the controls, for being so tiny, they work so well. I'm always pretty impressed by that. I definitely wouldn't use this as a keychain though. It's probably going to take it's going to take a pretty big beating in your pocket. And even though these are pretty thick and vinyl, I'm pretty sure some damage can be done to them in your pocket if it's with a bunch of keys. So I don't think I'd recommend it for that. But it is a cool thing for your desktop. And like I said, with the price drop, it's a really pretty good deal at the sub $15 level. So big old thumbs up for that. And if you enjoyed this review, do me a favor, give me a thumbs up and subscribe for more. And thank you very much for watching.
Retro Rock plays everything.